I don't know if anyone has ever felt this before. That mix of embarrassment, amusement, and the strange sense that life loves to play tricks on you. My story began on a perfectly ordinary morning. Ordinary enough that I never imagined it could change the whole following month of my life. Just because of a catfish. That morning, I woke up early. Something rare, because I'm the kind of person who only wakes up after the alarm rings for the third time. But that day was different. The night before, I watched a video titled, 5 Habits of Successful People. One of them said, "Successful people wake up early and have a healthy breakfast." So I woke up at 6 a.m., determined to be successful. Even though my first success was opening my eyes without cursing at the clock. I stepped into the kitchen, opened the fridge. Empty as my palm. There was nothing left except a bottle of water, half a lemon, and a carton of milk expired since the dinosaur age. I stood there, sighed. Clearly, the universe was sending me a message. Go to the market, kid. Truth is, I hate going to the market. But because I have a small psychological scar from childhood. Back then, my mom asked me to buy snakehead fish. I came home with a catfish. The result? A full-on lesson from my mom. Since then, every time I see a catfish, I hear the echo of
snakehead
in my head. But that morning, I thought, let's face the past once. Who knows, maybe today I'll buy the right fish. And who could have guessed? I'd also buy a story. I went to a small market, near my home. The morning market is always lively, like a live concert. Shouts, laughter, bargaining voices, mingled with the smell of fish, vegetables, fish sauce, all blending into a sound, fishy yet intimate. I passed several stalls, thinking, I wonder why people can shout so loudly, without losing their voice. While thinking, I heard a bright voice ahead.
Sir, come buy fish. Fresh catfish here.
I turned, and froze. In front of me stood a young woman, maybe 25. A bright face, eyes sparkling with laughter. Hair tied up, wearing a thin jacket. Apron embroidered with fresh river fish, guaranteed not to float. I chuckled in my head. The slogan was both amusing and reassuring. She looked at me and said,
You want to buy fish? My catfish is cleaned, very fresh. Look.
She lifted the catfish. It wriggled like it was dancing. I stepped back instinctively. She laughed loudly.
Afraid of fish?
I fumbled. No, I just dislike seeing something slippery.
Slippery? I slip all the time, but never fall.
Her voice was playful, cheerful. I smiled, and somehow, I stopped walking. She introduced herself as Mary. From the Delta, living with her aunt here. Selling fish in the morning, studying English in the afternoon. The way she spoke made me strangely comfortable. So, I bought a kilogram of catfish. Not because it was my favorite dish, but because, maybe, I found buying fish adorable today. Back home, I cooked happily. The result, burnt. Burnt enough that I had to open the window for the smoke to escape. I named the dish, burnt Japanese-style catfish. Sounds fancy, but eating it was a disaster. Still, somehow, I felt oddly happy. The next morning, I didn't come for food. I came to see the catfish. And as I hoped, Mary was still there. She saw me, smiled.
Did you enjoy the fish yesterday?
I smiled. Delicious. No, special.
Special how?
It means unforgettable. She laughed heartily. That laughter made the morning market brighter somehow. After that morning, Mary and I became closer. She was no longer just the fish seller I visited occasionally, but someone I remembered every time I heard the calls at the market. A morning without seeing her felt like missing a cup of coffee, awake but joyless. One day, I arrived later than usual. The market was quiet, most stalls already packing up. Only Mary's fish stall was still lit up. I walked over, and before I could say a word, I heard someone's voice loudly.
Mary, that boy who comes here every day buying fish. He must have intentions, right?
I looked up, saw a middle-aged woman with a serious face like a homeroom teacher. Mary smiled awkwardly.
And he's just a regular customer.
Aunt looked at me, then said,
A regular customer who comes every week, buying only 2 catfish each time, must eat little but love a lot.
I froze, unsure whether to laugh or bow my head. Mary blushed, voice lowered.
Auntie, don't say that. People will feel shy.
I chuckled, trying to save face. Well, I just like Auntie's catfish. No, Mary's catfish. Both of them laughed. Aunt laughed heartily, then walked away, saying as she left,
I know. Catfish always catches hearts.
I didn't fully understand, but seeing Mary blush, I guessed part of the truth. She gave me a playful glare.
Look at you. Auntie teases me and you enjoy it.
Well, Auntie cares, so teasing is fine. And maybe the catfish wants to swim after you too. She laughed, pretending to look away, but I saw her ears flush. From that day, the story of the guy addicted to catfish spread throughout the market. Vegetable sellers, fruit sellers, everyone knew me. Passing by, they'd call out something like, "Here comes Mary's future husband." I felt embarrassed but also amused. Mary just smiled, not denying it. I noticed she began paying more attention to me. When I came by, she asked if I had breakfast. When it rained, she handed me a plastic raincoat. When it was sunny, she offered me an old straw hat. One day, I came and didn't see her. Only Aunt sat at the stall, her face a bit sad. I asked, "Auntie, where's Mary?"
She caught a cold, resting for a couple of days.
I felt worried. For some reason, I rode straight to her house though I didn't know the address. I only remembered her saying her house was near the market, in a little alley, with a big banyan tree. I wandered around searching, until I heard a small dog barking loudly, and inside came the sound of soft coughing. I knew I'd found the right place. I knocked. Mary opened the door, hair messy, wearing a thin sweater. her face pale but still smiling.
Oh my gosh. How did you know where I live?
I followed the smell of catfish. She laughed weakly.
You really are a loyal customer.
I came in, placed a bag of porridge and medicine on the table. I made ginger porridge, hoping it will help you recover.
You cooked, really?
Well, it might be a bit burnt, but it comes with heart. She laughed while tears welled in her eyes. I felt my heart slow down. Because it was the first time I saw her look so vulnerable. A few days later, she recovered. I kept visiting, helping her clean the stall. And gradually, no one in the market called me regular customer anymore. But Mai's future husband. I smiled, without denying it. Mary blushed, but didn't refuse.